one loan is killing the scores. They're in the 400s, 492. It's going to be tough.
Alright, I'm really hoping I have at least $2,000 in this. If I do, then I will be getting a new phone next month.
This is what happens when emotions make financial decisions. Bad credit, bad advice, and money being burned for no reason.
You guys were looking at the Expedition, you said?
No, 2021 Explorer.
Oh, Explorer. Did you have a trade or anything?
No, sir.
No trade? How much of a down payment did y'all want to put?
It's going to have to be 0 to maybe 500 because we got a newborn 2 months ago and we're limited on funds.
Gotcha. It looks like you've got a 4 credit loan. What's going on with that truck?
We're a little bit behind because my work's been slow. She was out on maternity leave and they don't have actual maternity leave, so she had a short-term disability.
Okay.
We should have it caught up by next month.
Bad credit, no money, and already behind on a loan. Bills stacking up, payments being missed, and zero margin for error. Instead of fixing any of that, the focus is on buying another vehicle. Not to get out of a bad situation, but to lock it in even deeper.
Can you go on this loan or this application?
I can, but I'm a 1099 employee. I get paid with a personal check from the guy I drive for.
I think it would still be better, even if we have a hard time proving all of it, if we can prove some of it, it would be better to have you and her, just because that's a big payment. $1,197?
Yeah,
Okay. They're definitely going to want to see 2 people on this deal. Can you fill out that application and then I'll link these 2 up in our system and then I'll start working on this loan?
Yeah, I can.
Perfect. As soon as that's done, I'll get it all submitted over to them and then start working on it.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
The financial situation hasn't improved yet. The existing obligations aren't under control. But the discussion is about taking on a payment that large. When you're already behind, adding another major monthly obligation shifts the math further against you. It makes catching up even harder.
I'm actually in the market for a new car. Actually, not a new car, a used car. Do you have any Kias on the lot?
Were you looking for a specific model and trim for a Kia?
Right now, I currently have a Sportage. So probably either like a Sportage or a Soul or a Sorrento.
So like a mid to large size SUV essentially is what you're looking for?
Yes, that's correct.
I do see here that we do have 3 of them. Just received one literally today. What time will you be able to make it into there?
I'll probably be able to make it in about 11:30.
Okay.
He wants to trade a Kia for a Kia. When you trade one vehicle for another in the same tier, all you're really doing is resetting the loan, extending the timeline, and paying more in the long run. Because you're taking a loss on that trade and starting a new loan from zero without actually improving the situation.
When you come in, just ask for Pedro. I'll be more than happy to help you today.
Thank you so much, Pedro.
All right, I'll see you in a few then.
Okay.
Hey, how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing well, thanks. How you doing?
Good.
Pedro, right?
Yes, that is correct. How long you had that car, the one that you mentioned?
A few months, about 3.
Are you looking to trade that one in? You're looking to keep that one and finance a new one, or how is that going for you?
I would be looking to trade it.
Is this a clean title, rebuild title?
Clean title.
And do you know like the mileage that is on it right now?
I guess you could say 18,100.
This is pretty low mileage.
I like that it has the backup camera. I like the touch screen with the Bluetooth. I also like the room that's inside of the car. I would say the only thing is it seems it's a little bit of a gas guzzler.
The best way to go about this is probably going into an updated version of it, like the 2023 one that I was mentioning to you, or 2024. So we'll be looking on that route.
The problem is that kind of switch rarely works out the way people think it will. Any loss in value on the trade, combined with fees, taxes, and resetting the loan, can easily outweigh whatever savings show up at the pump.
But you did mention that you're also open to other Kias as well, right?
Absolutely, yes.
You're looking to put money as well down?
Yeah, no, I'd be looking to put some money down on it. I'd say 2,500.
What is something that you're looking to be on a comfortable situation?
I'd say probably no more than 300 a month.
When it comes to like a worst case scenario,
I'd say 450 a month.
we're definitely going to be aiming to make it towards that 300 mark to make sure that we do have a happy customer today.
Appreciate
Just
that.
need to capture 2 signatures. I'll bring this over to finance.
Got it. Okay, thank you so much. What do you got, bro?
I have a application here. It's from a previous car salesman. He has a trade-in. It's pretty low mileage, clean title.
18,000 miles?
Yes.
Nice.
He's also putting cash down. He wants to upgrade to that same type vehicle because he loves everything about it, but he just wants a newer year.
All right, let's make it happen.
Trading in a vehicle after 3 months when it's perfectly fine doesn't add up. Nothing about the vehicle has changed in that amount of time. The only thing that's changed is the amount of money already lost, which makes the decision harder to justify, not easier.
Before I go, I am going to tell you something that I wish I knew when buying my first car. Baby, you do not want to go to that car dealership without no pre-approval. Why? Because when I got my first car, which was a 2014 Kia Forte, baby, they ran my credit like 7-8 times and I left with like 8, 9, 10 inquiries and my score dropped like 10-15 points. But look, it gets better, okay? When you go to a bank and get a pre-approval, it ain't no down payment. And that's one thing I wish I learned when I bought my first car. Because let me tell you, I had put down a $2,500 down payment deposit, and I begged the car salesman to not cash the check until I got paid. Turns out, you don't even got to put them people in your business.
The idea that a down payment on a vehicle is a bad thing gets the math backwards. A down payment means you're borrowing less money, paying less interest, and ending up with a lower monthly payment. On a car that loses value, putting money down helps keep the loan amount closer to what the vehicle is actually worth.
If you go get a pre-approval from your bank, Navy Fed, Tower, DCU, I got like 50 credit unions in my Dom Dots Hustle group. You can literally apply by the bureau, okay, and get you a pre-approval. It's nothing. You walk into that car dealership, you ain't got to pay no down payment. You don't got to worry about getting a whole bunch of inquiries. And most importantly, your ass gonna walk out with a car, okay? Because when you have a pre-approval, you already know that's good as cash. So you ain't even got to be arguing, going back and forth with a car dealership telling you to buy this and buy that. Look, whatever you got approved for, they need to match that price. That's it. And I did that same method I just told you with my 2020 Audi Q3. I paid it off now, but I was able to get the 2020 and 2021 no down payment on the 4% interest rate because I did this exact same method, I'm telling you.
The Down Dogs Hustle Group. TikTok is filled with bad advice like this. Getting pre-approved for a loan isn't some special strategy, and putting money down on a vehicle is almost always the better choice. What she's actually focused on is spending the least amount of money up front, without calculating how much that choice is going to cost her in the end.
There's an update on me trying to buy a car with up credit and only $1,000 down payment. I did what everyone said to do, which was to go apply at a TransUnion or credit union, whatever. I'm still waiting for the response. So I don't know. My mom did find a 1999 Jeep for $2,000 that we are supposed to go see on Saturday, but I don't know how I feel about buying something off the street just because I don't get any warranty or anything. And then if
with a 560 credit score, financing changes the entire equation. At that level, options are limited, rates are higher, and approvals come with stricter terms. The focus shouldn't be on what can be financed, but on whether financing makes sense at all under those conditions. When credit is that low, the cost of borrowing becomes the main issue, because even a modest loan can turn into an expensive mistake over time.
Except like a few weeks into me having it, then I'm, went on Carvana and I got pre-approved for this, but it's a Ford, which I don't know how reliable those are or whatever. But the monthly payment is like $400, and which isn't bad because I was paying $350 before. The down payment would be $400, but the APR is like 24%, which is kind of high. I don't even know what that means actually, you guys. I really don't know. So someone tell me what the APR means. I'm guessing it's like the interest rate, right? I don't know.
Getting approved for a loan sounds like progress, but it doesn't mean much if you don't understand what APR actually is. APR is the cost of borrowing. And at that rate, interest becomes a major part of every payment, without understanding how that percentage affects the total cost of the loan. It's easy to agree to terms that look manageable month to month, but are far more expensive overall.
And yeah, I'm also thinking about just going to like a Kia dealership or a Honda dealership and seeing what I could get. I'm gonna see if my grandpa would co-sign, I don't know. And I wanted to go to the auctions, but I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm just like, it's just me. I don't know.
She's clearly confused about the buying process and a bit all over the place, but at least she's honest about not knowing what she's doing. That matters because admitting confusion is a starting point for asking the right questions instead of blindly agreeing to whatever terms are put in front of you.
Let's see how much I've made in the past 6 months in cash chips at Sonic. I've been shoving my cash into jars since July, and I need to finally go through it and count everything. Okay, I'm really hoping I have at least $2,000 in this. If I do, then I will be getting a new phone next month. Comment below which iPhone I should get. I've been looking at the 16, but also the 17. I don't know which one. Is the camera better on the 17? Like, can we confirm that? Before I start counting, I have to have my Diet Dr. Pepper, of course. But I'm gonna put them into stacks of 1s, 5s, 10s, and everything. And then I have this little savings challenge book that I'm gonna stuff some of the money into.
Seeing the money laid out like that should make someone stop and think, because the cost is right in front of them. But even with the cash sitting right there, the decision doesn't slow down at all. There's no pause, no reconsideration. just moving forward with the plan as if the money isn't real, even though it's right there in front of her.
So we're at 1,800 now. I only have 2 20s left. I'm going to put these into my little savings challenge book. So I'm at the 4th little slot for this. We did it, guys. I have $2,300. I will be getting a new phone next month. I'm so excited. My phone volume is messed up. My screen is cracked. What else? My battery is so messed up. But my bank is definitely gonna think that I have a different type of job whenever I go drop all this money off.
The numbers themselves say enough. About $2,300 is being set aside for a phone. About $40 is mentioned for savings. When those amounts are compared side to side, it highlights how little thought is given to the long term versus the immediate purchase. If you want to see more, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.